I have an over-under. Whatever side I have the underhook is the side I need to be on, okay? If I'm on this side and I have the underhook on here, I need to jump over quick. Now, one thing you also want to do, I want the side of my ribs to my hip right here on the side of his face. And I want to turn his head always when I'm in north-south. If I'm just like this, move your head around. He can move his shoulder around. See how much space you can create there, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I come here, that way that movement is gone. You know what I mean? And then I can drive down with my toes to make it a little bit more uncomfortable. All my weight's on his jaw now. Now what I need to do, guys, is get Chris turning towards the bags. I'm blocking, I'm over, I'm under, I'm grabbing the belt. Now I'm gonna use my toes. Look at this formation here. I'm digging with my toes and I'm driving my hips into his shoulder while my right arm is lifting like this, all in one motion. I lift, I bring the knee right in. Look at my right knee. It comes right underneath his shoulder when I elevate him up. Otherwise, if I leave it here, he can turn right back down to the ground. So by me coming here and driving and lifting, bringing that knee right here, now I'm isolating what I want. Right arm still trapping here. He can grab his pants, he can do whatever. Now, my left arm though, immediately, his arm might be hanging here. I'm gonna come down and drive it down. And I'm gonna step over his arm to where my knee slides over so my shin's right on the bicep. Same time I'm tight. Now naturally Chris might be grabbing his pants and stuff already. That's fine. As long as I have it hooked right here, I'm gonna grab the wrist, grab my wrist, I'm gonna go in a figure 4 lock. Now my right elbow turns into a blade and I'm gonna drive it down into him. Put in quite a bit of pressure wherever it may fall, side of his stomach, whatever. And when I drive, I'm gonna drive down and then I'm gonna pop up and pull it back towards his head. Now very slowly, I pull it straight to the side, get his wrist on the other side of his hips right there. And then I just to the side with the tap. So again. This time I'm gonna be a little more cautious with his arm. I'm gonna try to keep it away from his legs, okay? But, you know, I would rather you guys focus on getting there and not worrying about this arm so much so you can develop the hip movement. But we wanna try to keep that arm away from his legs as well, just so it's easier to get. So again, I'm here, all that pressure right there. Grab the belt, because I'm gonna turn him when I drive. Right? I'm gonna drive with my hips and my toes, lift up here. Pull this to the side, step over. Notice how I pulled that arm to the side so it's not sitting right here. When I turned, I pulled it right to the side here. And then when I go quick, I grab here, I grab here. It's important that that leg comes over, knee on the mat here. Now what I don't want to do is pull this way because he'll grab his leg and defend. So if I catch it here to the side, my elbow's tight, I pull it horizontally, and that was slow, it's very tight. Now I finish. So again, inside control, grab the belt. Nice pressure on the jawline. I'm gonna drive, lift, turn to the side here, step over here. I even got a straight arm bar, but for now I'm gonna feed it through to the Kimura. Pull it over, and then finish. The most important part of this is feeling how you're digging with your toes and using your hips to drive to get his body transition to the side. Using the underhook to help and getting that knee right here. We're shimming his body. Without the shim, he could fall right back down to his back and defend.